I don't need no symphony, no.
I don't need no symphony, no back. I don't need no symphony, no back. I don't need no symphony, no back. I don't need no symphony.
This is
This is this is the way we use our words. I'm not speaking directly, but indirect to the faith. I'm in and out of directions. You can find me different places. You're the metaphor for this. To really like the connection. Living in it, explain that for the simple words of the midnight calling for the first moves of light, for the darkness is bright enough for the silver to reflect your pure gold is more. Time is shine this night. The memories that keep it holds that we've ever foretold. Quotation. See yourself. Your destination. Of course, nature that you find. Seen that through awakening. Awaken to find yourself and check the whole fast dreams. If your dreams die, but life is a broken winged bird, cannot fly. I find what's besides the phrase to hold that English language. This week's life is a barren field like a frozen snow. Held in captivity for the only deserved preservation. I don't want to persevere. Just more for this reason, not to be a cage bird from time back to the land for the closing downstream for the current ends. And this will be the biggest ones inside of the orange. The sun waits and dares to claim the sky. That bird that starts to die in this narrow occasion suddenly see through the bars of rage and wings clip this feet tied with open wings and throats to sing. These are the way for the cage bursting into the fearful thrill. Enough of the things to be unknown. Long for still for the tunes to be heard. Enough of this distance till the cage. You find that sings of freedom, but the free bird makes things of another breeze and that's a trace or another wind. Soft through the sign of the trees and flat one waiting in the dawn bright on the elder bird for catching the names of the sky this home. But the cage bird finds her stands a grave in the dreams and giant of violence shouts out for the nightmare of a scream for the wings and clips of the feet of tied to the open throat for the only seen from cage. You bird, you feet, you seen you that for the fearful trill. You knowing for the things unknown for the dawn for the still for the team for the tunes of his head for the distant hill for the only descent to find the songs of freedom. You can have that be free. Living in it, explain that for the simple words of the midnight calling for the first bits of light, for the darkness is bright enough for the silver to reflect your pure gold is more. Diamonds will shine this night. For the memories that keep hold the same, be forever foretold.
The same.
See yourself. Your destination.
The same. The question really is what's different.
Seen that for the awakening.
But I think the difference is the same.
Fast dreams and dreams die, but life is a broken winged bird. Cannot
Relevance is your name, this is you. Been scared and battered, the hopes of the wind done scattered. Now find the prison you meet for the fake me. I find light in between. Tried to make that for the subtle life.
Held in captivity for the deserved preservation. I don't want to persevere. Just more for this reason, not to be a cage bird from time back to the land for the floats downstream for the current ends. And this will be the biggest sun inside of the orange. The sun waits and dares to claim the sky. That bird that starts to die in this narrow question really is what's different. But I think the difference is the same. What relevance is your name is you. Been scared and battered, the hopes of the wind done scattered. Now find the prison you meet for the bait me. I find light in between. Tried to make that for the stop laughing in the root of the stop laughing, stop living, but don't care for the I'm still here enough of the fun. Fear, those next days like tomorrow's mornings for something that was known to be long. Don't look for the life of the falls, and go through the life of the even you find it for the wise and kind to be somewhat blind enough for the virtue. Behind them for the cloudiest night, hint for the life of somewhere within the shadows and hiding, but after the hunt for the star. Response to the sun abiding, you're around the A forever for the force, and against that for the river course of the alternation for the motion. Curse that for the universe, or don't waste a cursing for the universe. Remember to live what you lived before you own for the butt, for the storm, for the plenty, for the over the pew. Make a point, maybe the bend and let it go for you. This is the world, and I don't let it adjust itself for the soup, for the whims, to the letter, for the something goes wrong in your whole life and long and nothing. The sooner for the better, but the folly to fight the infinite and the speed under the rest, or the wiser man make the shapes and God's plan for the water, for the shapes into the vessel, for the most high. You can relate on, not even your relatives, withdraw from your remedies and your course of action. Maybe supports you high on the resolution for the summits, for the homage to the hips. Those are hips are being big hips, needed for the space to move around. You're pretty for the place, for the decent fella in front of the free hip for the hips to her, or fine hips to her. The hips to be deserved, the hips for the honor, descendant of the known, for the put the spell on the man, for the words you say, for the owner understanding. Standing under that for the plan, for the not for the known, for this to be the adjective for the noun and not describe. Find him for this. Yourself with a different category then. Even be so ignorant. You've experienced that shit. Wrap you up like not the garbage you take. Out for that next journey. You hold death in your tongue, but you don't want to see the vulnerability in that for the passion, desire of being in love with your life. I know what you need, but not forever and always from the harbor. What about you that I think about for the meaning of love? It's a gift from God, the power of true. You have to do with no shape and no form, but the love is an object and lovers do not conform. Love enters your heart, your lives, and the moment you were born from the cradle to the grave of loving everyone. Love is in everyone. Sometimes flicker but never dies. Love may be invisible right before your eyes. I can't leave you empty with the hope and purpose, and that hold the love can break or make you. For the love is soul, for the love of the mind, for the discriminate, for the love is blind enough that I can encompass the globe, but no matter where you are, for the language of its own.
Question really is what's different, but I think the difference is the same. What relevance is your name? Is it you? Been scared and battered, the hopes of the wind done scattered down. Find the frizzing in me for the baked meat. I find light in between. Tried to make that for the stop laughing and with the stop laughing, stop living, but don't care for the I'm still here enough for the fun. Fear those next days like tomorrow's mornings for something that was known to be long. Don't look for the life for the flaws, go through the life of the even youth. You find it for the wise and kind to be somewhat blind enough for the virtue. Behind them for the cloudiest night, hint for the life of the somewhere within the shadows and hiding, for the through the hunt for the star. Response to the sun abiding, you're around the A forever for the force, and against that for the river course of the alternation for the motion. Curse that for the universe, or don't waste a cursor for the universe. Remember to live what you lived before you own for the butt, for the storm, for the plenty, for the over the pew. Make a point, maybe the bend and let it go for you. This is the world, and I don't let it adjust itself for the soup, for the whims, to the letter, for the something goes wrong in your whole life and long enough for the sooner for the better, for the meaning of the folly to fight the infinite and the speed under the rest, or the wiser man make the shapes and God's plan for the water, for the shapes into the vessel, for the most high. You can relate to not even your relatives. Withdraw from your remedies in your course of action. Maybe supports you high on the resolution for the summits, for the homage to the hips. Those hips are being big hips, needed for the space to move around. You're pretty for the place, for the decent fella in front of the free hip, for the hips to her, or fine hips to her. This to be deserved, the hips are for the owner, descendant of the known, for the put the spell on the man, for the words you say, for the owner understanding. Standing under that for the plan, for the not for the known, for this, for the adjective, for the noun, and not described. gotta go with it. Be so ignorant when you live experience that should wrap you up like not the garbage you take out for that next journey. You hold death in your turn, but you don't want to see the vulnerability in that for the passion, desire of being in love with your life. I know what you need, but not forever and always for the heart. But what about you? But I think about for the meaning of love. It's a gift from God, the power of truth. You have to do with no shape and no form, but the love is an object and lovers do not conform. Love enters your heart, your lives, and the moment you were born from the cradle to the grave of loving everyone. Love is in everyone, sometimes flicker but never dies. Love may be invisible before the right before your eyes. I can't leave you empty with the hope and purpose and that hope. The love can break or make you for the love is soul, for the love of the mind, for the discriminate, for the love is blind enough that I can encompass the globe, but no matter.
Question really is different, but I think the difference is the same. What relevance is your name? Is you been scared and battered? The hopes of the wind done scattered down. Find the frizz in your meat for the baked meat. I find like in between. Tried to make that for the stop laughing and with the stop laughing, stop living, but don't care for the I'm still here. Enough for the fun. Fear emerges next days like tomorrow's mornings for something that was only belong. Don't look for the life of the flaws, go through the life of the even you find it for the wise and kind to be somewhat blind enough for the virtue behind them for the cloudiest night, hint for the life of the somewhere within the shadows and hiding for that for the hunt for the star, spots of the sun abiding. You're around LA forever for the force against that for the river course of the alternation for the motion. Curse that for the universe, or don't waste a curse for the universe. Remember to live what you lived before you on for the butt for the storm for the plenty for the over the pew. Make a point, maybe the bend and let it go for you. This is the world and I let it adjust itself for the soup for the bumps to the letter for the something goes wrong in your whole life and long enough for the sooner for the better with the meaning of the holy the body to fight the infinite and the speed under the rest over the wiser man making shapes and God's plan for the water for the shapes into the vessel for the most high. Can't relate to not even your relatives.
spend some time in a mental institution. What a dream life would seem if only they let you keep your etcher and you laugh like a banshee, gesticulate your delirium. They treat you like a corpse, keep you full of candy lithium. What a dream life would seem if only you could see the world from inside and at your skin. I can't tell by the way you reach your conclusions. You're the director of a mental institution. What a dream life would seem if only it hadn't been for Dr. Bean.
The question really is what's different. But I think the difference is the same. What relevance is your name? Is it you? Been scared and battered, the hopes of the wind done scattered down. Find the frizzing in me for the baked meat. I find like in between. Tried to make that for the stop laughing and with the stop laughing, stop living, but don't care for the I'm still here to enough of the fun. Fear in those next days like tomorrow's mornings for something that was known to belong. Don't look for the life for the flaws and go through the life of the even you find it for the wise and kind to be somewhat blind enough for the virtue. Behind them for the cloudiest night, hint for the life of the somewhere within the shadows and hiding for the hunt for the star. Spots of the sun abiding. You're around A forever for the force and against that for the river course of the alternation for the motion. Curse that for the universe, or but don't waste a curse for the universe. Remember to live what you lived before, before you own for the butt, for the storm, for the plenty, for the over the pew. Make a point, move the bend and let it go for you. This is the world and I don't let it adjust itself for the soup, for the whims of the letter, for the something goes wrong in your whole life and long enough for the sooner for the better, to be the holy, the folly, to fight the infinite and just be under the rest, or the wiser man making shapes in God's plan for the water, for the shapes into the vessel for the most high. You can relate on, not even your relatives, withdraw from your remedies.
Yourself an alternate reality. Consummate a self-pleasing artificiality. You can have yourself to tea. I can tell by the way you take your infusion. You spend some time in a mental institution.
This is the way we use our words, and not speaking directly but indirect to the faith. I'm in and out of directions. You can find me different places. Horn, you're the metaphor for this, to really like the connection. You're living in it, explain that for the certain words in the midnight calling for the first moons of light, for the darkness is bright enough for the silver to reflect your pure gold is more Diamonds will shine this night. Will be mine for the memories to keep it. Hold to die for to be forever foretold. As a quotation, receive yourself and your destination. Know your course, and not to be the fantasy. For this to be the only nature that I can find for the dream. Seem that for the awakening. And awaken to find yourself and check the whole fast of dreams. If the dream should die for life, it's a broken winged bird that cannot fly. I find what's suitable. Renaissance of a phrase, the whole that contains language. This be the life is the barren field like a frozen snow. Held in captivity for the only preserved preservation. I don't want to persevere. Just more for this for the reason not to be a cage bird. For the time back of the wind, for the floats downstream for the current ends. And this will be the tipping dispense inside of the orange. The sun waits and dares to claim the sky. That bird that starts to die in this narrow case and suddenly see through the bars of rage and leans to clip this feet the time to open the wings and throat to sing. These are the way for the cage persons and the fearful thrill. Enough of the things to be unknown. Long for still for the tunes to be heard. Enough of this distance till the cage. You find that sings of freedom, but the free bird makes things of another breeze, and that's a trace of another wind. Soft through the sign of the trees and fat weren't waiting in the dawn bright and long.